Hello everybody, Sifd again, and today I will be playing the Guild of Dungeoneering, the Ultimate Edition. The game is a pretty old game, like about 5 or 6 ago it got launched for the first time, but now they will relaunch an Ultimate Edition at the 18th of November, so in about 2 or 3 weeks, I guess 3 weeks. And yeah, they gave me an early access, so I wanted to showcase it. And I remember going through this back in the day, so I definitely have some memories. As far as I know, the game is a roguelite dungeon explorer, I guess, and it's also a card game at heart. So it's not a deck builder. You have like characters that have their specific cards, and then depending on which items you give them, so imagine it like an RPG, they get different skills that they can use. Like they get new cards added to their deck. It's not really a deck builder. It's like a mini dungeon RPG explorer with also a hub that you can upgrade your, your guild hall that you can upgrade. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. The game is really simple. Let's create a new game let's overwrite my old game, and let's go right into this. Also, there is like a nice song all the time.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering, all across the land they're cheering, oh, to be a Dungeoneer, chasing fame and glory.
Yeah, every time something happens, I will like pause completely. We're gonna hear what he's saying. The Ivory League of Explorers, the noblest and most virtuous guild in the land. Pfft, those insufferable jerks. I'll show them. They won't think me so grossly incompetent when I have my own guild. I've bought a small hall in the bad part of town with the gold I borrowed from them. I've staked out a dungeon that's ripe for the picking. I've even found a chump who can do all the dirty work while I sit back and watch the coins roll. And like my father always told me, there's always someone stupider than yourself. Well, he never really said it to me. Actually, he said to everyone but me. Hey, wait a minute. This is your guild, so this is my guild. This is my barracks. And this is my first building, the barracks. And let's have it at the left. We just unlocked the chump class.
The one that's always left behind. The solitary lump. The pawn who's fodder for the grind. The sorry little chump.
How awesome is that? How awesome is that? Let's go. I'm gonna randomize here the names, and I'm gonna just the chump is going to be, you know what? Yeah, the chump I think should be somewhere. Let's just use Butters, you know. No, let's use like a random name for the chump, and I'm gonna use Petro names for the normal characters. So let's just spam this. I will say 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the character. It's Riv. And let's go. It is what it is. This is your first Dungeoneer, the chump. You can grow your guild, gain new dungeons, and expand the loot you find in dungeons by using gold. Let's go loot some gold for the dungeon. Go exploring. And yeah, here's my first adventure. Here's my character. Here's the quest. Squeak, squeak. Everyone's gonna start somewhere. And yeah, let's just go. Let's go here to start. That's gonna start. Ask me if I want to play the tutorial. I'm gonna just say no because it's really simple. The game's really simple. Play up to 3 cards this turn. So every turn you play up to 3 cards, which are dealt random. So you don't maintain anything. You just play whatever. And your quest is here at the top left. So right now the quest is defeat 1 Ratman, which is this one, I guess. So that's what I have to do to defeat a Ratman. I will explain along the road what is happening overall. Now, the character is over here. He, she, he, I guess she, both. Riv. I should have rerolled. Either way. This character has 5 life right now. Every time you get a level, you get 1 more life. And to get a level, you have to fight something that is either on your level or 1 level higher. And here are my cards. The cards are going to be blue, yellow, or red. When the cards are red, it means like it's an enemy. When the card is yellow, it's treasure. And when it's blue, it's a room. Very simple stuff. Now what we want to do is build a room and make my Dungeoneer move through the room. I cannot control where the Dungeoneer goes. I just can create rooms. So for example, let's create this room to link this up. And then let's place a rat in there just so that we can fight it and get a level out of it because it's level 1 and I'm level 1. Let's also throw some silver coins in it just to get some money. I was gonna go there on his own. I'm gonna explain in a bit what's happening if that was not the case. So the enemy over here does 1 attack, 1 damage to us, 1 red damage to us. So 1 physical damage, and also has an ability that says if successful I will discard the card. So let's block that. If I discard the card and I have no way to join cards, then after I discard once, I will always have one card less, because every start of your turn you draw one card. You cannot have 0 because at the start of your turn you draw one, but if you discard all your cards, then you will just draw one and play it all the time. So let's go with the block here. This is a mixed block, red and blue. So we just block this, and that's it pretty much. Then this is unblockable, so at this point might as well attack with a lucky hit for 2 damage. Our enemies always attack first. By the way, I have the speed a bit up. Maybe you guys want the speed to be a bit slower. Let's have it like here. Yeah, this is unblockable, so we just go with damage. Here's our life, here's the enemy life. As I said, enemies attack first, so if it's like a draw and both die, you lose. He's just attacking, so might as well just attack ourselves. We need to defeat him at some point. I will keep the block for when the enemy tries to do something crazy. Well, we won at this point. And yeah, that's it pretty much for this. Let me also go through the deck now that I have seen what the fight looks like. And here is how you affect your deck. So there are items that give you stats. For example, this gives us fire. You know, fire +1 on the fire stat. This gives us +1 on the growth stat. And this gives us +1 to the blade stat. The first level of blade stat, as you see here at the card, I cannot really show it, but below the card it says blade 1. Every time you get blade level, always the first blade level is going to give you this slice card. If this, for example, was blade +3, it would give us this slice card, and then whatever card is on blade 2, and then whatever card is on blade 3. I hope it's understood. It's not really that complex. If I had, for example, this and get this slice, and then the next fork that would, not the next fork, if another card gave us another +1 blade 1, we would not get the slice again, we would get another thing. Whatever you get at level 2 on blade. So yeah, you know what, let's go blade, let's get 2 damage. And let me now showcase what our deck looks like before we go on. This is our deck, so we got a punch, double damage, and then block both stats, and then a double slice. So we have pretty much trash. We have only single stuff, single digits. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's build up the corner here, and I don't think I want to play any nasty rat right now. Let's just go and fight the zombie. I can't even play any rat either way, because even if I do this and place the rat here, you see do you see these blue steps? And these blue steps show you where your unit's gonna go, and if I place the rat here, you see the blue steps don't change. If I had some treasure or something, he might have gone there. I placed the rat there in case I don't get any enemies in my next hand. The enemy does 1 damage and heals for however much damage it did. And it also has a passive that says decay. Taking 2 damage in 1 turn causes it to take 1 extra damage. Well, then we go with it takes 1 extra damage, and it's also not gonna... Oh, it can overheal. I did not know that it could overheal. I'm learning stuff. Now this damage, this here means that it's gonna attack itself. Well, this will count towards the decay, so I'm gonna go with 1 damage now, in case next round he does not damage himself. He did actually damage himself. At this point, we will go for the kill with the laggy hit, because he takes 1 damage, I do, and 1 from decay, and he's toast. As simple as that. Get some loot. Now, if I skip, this thing is going to get added as one of my cards that I can play, and then I can place it on the field. But I'm not gonna skip because we want to set up for the enemy. And yeah, as you see here, for example, this blade gives us Swift 1 and Blade 1, so it only gives us the Swift card because we already have the Blade card. But this thing, for example... this, as you see here, this icon means that it's a weapon. This is a weapon. This is an offhand, okay? So if I use this as an offhand, it gives us Blade 1. And Blade 1, as you see, gives us actually the Blade 2 card, because we already have a level in Blade. So right now the Blade 2 card is opponent gains decay for 3 rounds. We already know what decay is. And Swift, over there, is another element, I guess, that you can get. Most of the Swift cards have that quick mechanic, that little lightning bolt. Quick means that you attack first, so if you both have, for example, 1 life and you use that hit, you actually win the fight instead of losing it. The other choice would be to go for Swift and Arcane by trading Slice. I think this is decent, but it's not worth it right now, because we will not gain that much. I think this is the best thing we can go for, especially if we start with a dice. I can burn through the enemies faster. And Dungeoneering level up. Now we're 3, and theoretically now we should just chase down the enemy and kill him. We can actually use gold pouches to direct us. Look at this. You see this? If I just place a gold pouch here or here, you see he wants to go and chase it down. So I can use those for exactly that reason. So if I place, for example, a gold pouch here, another gold pouch here, he will chase them down. Let's place the other one here. Yeah, I mean, I can just place him here just for future-proofing, and I don't need to play any nasty rats. I could, if I wanted to farm, I can just all the time try to make him do in circles. You know, I can play monster, play treasure, play monster, play treasure all the time, and then have him run in circles and gain loot and do loot until I go and fight the boss. Also, if you have already gone through an area, as you see here, he will skip the area completely. Although if there was treasure there, he will just pick it up. So we start with the dice, as that was the plan from the get-go. He made us discard the card, but I don't care, because he didn't make us discard the 2 damage move. Now that is a 3 damage move in reality. And now, normally speaking, this would be another 3 damage move. So we were going insane there on damage. Here, for example, because I think there's a very high chance we already won. You know what? Let's see what we get. We get Stupidity, which is adding a really bad card to our deck. We're gonna not take that. Holy, block, and also heal per block, decent. And that's the same thing. Well, this is a shirt, and this is a head. Let's go with a head boost. And let's see what we can get. I don't find any reason to actually play anything, other than I wanted to actually showcase this thing, the symbol here, which I can't showcase right now. Oh, I can showcase it. It's called Favor. Sorry. It's called Favor, and it's over here. You can use it either outside of combat or inside of combat. Outside of combat, you can either force yourself to draw a treasure. You can burn one of those cards, or you can redraw and actually draw 7. Burn a chump card. I don't know how exactly burn works, but we're gonna learn, I guess, at some point. But yeah, now you will see he will skip everything here in between. Oh, he did actually not skip everything in between, because he will stop before the next room. I'm gonna skip here. He's gonna go and pick up the treasure, gold pouch. I don't need to fight the rat. Maybe we'll lose here. And now we got a candlestick. Does this match? This is 3 treasures, so I can just literally throw it in there. I could throw it in here to get it for free. For example, if I want to get the most I can out of this, you pick the gold up just to reroll. Then instead of throwing that in there and making him go fight, you throw this in here so that you can just reroll again. And then now we hope we get another treasure. Well, we got another treasure. I can send him back again, and you can do this forever. But I'm not gonna do this. Let's go and fight. And let's see what the boss looks like. Cannot be blocked. Well, if it cannot be blocked, I guess we're forced to use a bad attack. Let's see what I can get. Cannot be blocked either. You know what? Let me draw another card. And now I will permanently have 4 cards. And I will actually go up to permanently having 5 cards now. I'm gonna draw a card, and I'm gonna draw another card. He does 2 and yeah, per block. I can shield and heal pretty much. Or decay. I think it's a good chance to heal. You know what? Let's start with decay earlier than later. Yep, he got hit himself because decay activates retroactively. And now I can actually not attack at all because he has block himself. We take a damage, we heal a damage, so that was really good. And at this point, he's pretty much toast. He attacks us for 1 and we overkill him, so that's it for that. I mean, this is a normal enemy, it isn't even a boss. As far as I know, if I skip, I don't get that because the game is over already. Yeah, I cannot get it. As you see, it becomes a card and then you play it to get it, actually. And those are our resources we got. Sorry?
Instead, you pillage and plunder and rip everything asunder. You're just a reckless bunch of marauders.
We are a reckless bunch of marauders, it seems. And yeah, now the actually meta progression and the guild building begins. So we go over here at the expand guild. We got 3 different categories. We can go Dungeoneers, which is literally classes. We can go Blessings, which is a passive that actually helps you through the fight. As you see here, for example, let's not go to the expensive ones. Here, this thing, for example, says that the first 2 loot choices, instead of having 2 choices, you have 3 choices. Instead of having 3 choices, you have 4 choices for loot, only for the first 2 fights. This here is for +1 physical damage on the first 2 battles. This is +1 health on the first 2 fights, and this is +1 starting hand sides for the first 2 fights. So it's pretty. It's just to boost you early. I don't think they are really worth it. Later on, they are worth it, as this is like in every single battle. So this is worth it, but these are not really worth it, in my opinion. And here you can unlock a bunch of items. So for example, this is more blade focused and maybe swift focused. This over here with leatherworking, I guess, is more I have no idea what focused. We got woodwork, which I guess is ranged, and also some, I guess, ski masks. Who knows, man? And then we got the curio shop, which is also a bit weird, and once again, who knows? But I'm gonna go with the class. Obviously, we don't want to stick to the first class. And as always, I always start with rogue, and we will go with the cat burglar. And my idea here is to actually build the whole living area off to the left. And to the right, we will see what we will build. But let's start on the left. Cat burglar. And let's hear the music.
Until now, we've all had some fun. And you could say you've come very far. But brace yourself for some woeful cat puns. Now that we have a cat burglar.
Meow. The first meow was him. This is going to be Butters, so let's reroll 5 times, and if the hair is not the woman, we keep it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is not good enough for me. Butters is the first toppest of the top Patreon, so he gets the first character. And yeah, let's go. And let's explore right away. There's no reason to wait. Let's go into the same dungeon, but this time tier 2. And we can change characters. And by the way, if a character dies, here at the top right you can see the tier, so he's a tier 2, tier 1 character. If a character dies, here's the blessing, you choose only one, by the way. That's why I think they're not good. If you could have all the 4 active at the same time, they would be decent, but with only 1 active at a time, not really that good. If a character dies, you... Is there music? No. Squeak! Okay. The boss is here, boom, defeat the Rat King, that's the quest, and you can also float over this and he says 7 health, feral 3, arm 3, irritable 3, so if you learn what enemies can do, you know their deck. So example, that means that he has 3 cards from feral, he has feral 1, feral 2, feral 3, he has 3 cards from armed, armed 1, armed 2, armed 3, and he has 3 cards from irritable, irritable 1, irritable 2, and irritable 3. And he's also leader, leader gives him +1 health for each surrounding minion, so I guess this one counts. And yeah, we will just create our dungeon and go onwards. I would say let's plot this in the middle. Can I plot this there? Oh, I'm forced to actually create the dungeon in order. So we will go here for just a simple room. Then we will go here to combine all those. Because you are forced to actually combine if you have to combine. What I mean is you cannot use something that is... For example, this thing that is only middle and on the right could not be used here because it would block this room and that's not allowed. And I will also place... I would place a mouse here. You know what? Let's place a mouse... I don't need to do that. I can just continue. I don't need to farm. This should not be that hard. Here I will create this room over here, just so that we go over to the boss later, and I will continue. There is, once again, no reason to actually play any more enemies. I'm not gonna farm that much. You get a level by just beating 1 enemy on your level, and after that you just start gaining cards. I didn't look into my deck, by the way, and also my passive. My passive is +1. By the way, obviously, anything other than the chump has a unique deck and also passive, so... The passive of the cat burglar is Convitious, +1 loot choice slot, that is +1 level. So this character is really good for farming equipment. I will discard the card, I don't care, you just take 2 damage. I take 3. He's also making cat sounds. Let's heal, and next attack will do 1 more damage. So we pretty much cancelled his round while we did actually a bunch. We go with Pounce here, leaving him at 1, and for safety reasons now we have actually the quick attack, which will attack first and the enemy is not even gonna do anything. Obviously at this point you shouldn't understand that we heal our life to the max all the time, and this is the bonus slot. As you see, this is a level 2 item, as if the enemy was level 2. Well, it's trash. It gives us 1 health, okay, but gives us the so it's really bad. Barrel gives us the same, but the worse. This gives us stupidity, but it gives us 2 passives. Wise, +1 starting hand size in battle, and Fate Charge, +1 starting hand size in battle if you have favor. So with this, we will start with 2 more cards right away. Or I could just go with Crush, which is a shield and hit. I mean, if we are gonna start with 2 cards more, then might as well have standing just sitting in my hand. So let's go with this. I believe it's a good idea. And let's go over the deck now. So our deck is, by default, Pounce Scratch. So, Pierces block, attacks first, 2 damage, already better than the base character. A heal and attack and next turn, and once again a heal and +1 attack on the next turn. And we also added an because of the cap we have. And yeah, because I just realized that we have the passive that gives us 1 more card each turn. A better loot and even more loot choices. I would say let's fight a nasty rat. Let's get some tier 2 equipment going, and after that we will go onwards. And I also need to get the, what's it called, the favor, so we're gonna get the favor from here. As you see, we start with 4 cards, and I literally do not need to play this ever. I can just have it here, and it's as if we had the hand we had before. I will go with Catnip here. He will hit us first. Enemies always go first. Damage us here. Let's take 3. Bop. Okay, let's go 2 again, and we win. Sound effects might become a bit tiresome, but it is what it is. Oh, we got a stiletto. Look at this. Swift 1 and Blade 1. Swift is decent. Blade is very nice. Let's go with this, obviously. I mean, the others are stupidity. Even more stupidity. I guess stupidity does not go higher. Oh, it's changing my hat. So it's trash. This is just 1 life. Decent, I guess. And a blade. We obviously go with the stiletto here. Just going through them. Now that we have a bit of favor, now this became even more powerful. So now we will have 5 cards in the beginning. Now, look at this. I can change where he wants to go with this. To be honest, I would just send him off to the rut. But, nah, I can just go to the boss. I don't think the boss is gonna do anything to us. And I don't think I need to play anything else. So let's just end the turn. Candlesticks, let's go. Let's see how this fight will look like. 3. Yeah, I mean, let's... by the way, you see I have 5 cards. is here, so who cares? I can also create an even bigger hand. Let's go for this. Heal while he attacks us. He goes for damage. We go for the mega. You know what? Let's actually just get a card draw. And now with the 2/2 damage ones, we are already winning. I don't think he will out DPS us. He will force us to discard. Well, he will not be able to discard both of the 2 damage cards. And he's pretty much toast. The trick is that if I have almost all my deck in my hand, I can make it so that I draw what I need to. Look at this. This is even better. Now it also has a rekindle in it. I mean, it's better if you are in 1 stat. Yeah, this is better. Going Swift 2 and Blade 2 is better than going just +1 growth, because it's modeling up my deck with the tier 1 attack, while this thing gives us an interrupt, which is really nice. It also blocks magic attacks, which right now nobody's doing magic attacks, but it blocks it. And also dice that we had before, so this is really decent. And I also got my favor up at 2. And this guy lost a life, so now he has 7, I guess. Now, we can do another fight. You know what, let's do another fight just for the fact that I can get another tier 2 equipment. At least maybe get a shirt or something. And yeah, let's fight and turn. Are you kidding me? Ha 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 ha. The jokes. The jokester. Let's draw cards. I think I should start with this, as this actually works retroactively. So now he will get hit for decay, and now he's pretty much toast. Yep, we lose a card and you toast. Easy peasy. Let's see what we get. I could get this and place it there at the bottom, and then we would go to the bottom. Blade 2 instead of Blade and Swift. We will lose the interrupt, but we will get bleed. 1 damage and also bleed. You know, interrupt is not really that good, so let's go with a Blade 2 sword. As I told you, the higher you get the number, the better the abilities are that you get from it, and this was really apparent right now. So he obviously wants to chase down the boss. If I pick the Xieroeh instead of this, the sword, I could place the Xieroeh here at the bottom, and then he would go down and fight that. But I can't actually change anything right now. Even if I place this here, he still wants to go for the boss. That was a mistake. Well, it's okay. I don't think we... If we lose because I gave 1 life to the boss, then we might as well lose, you know. I will start with Swift to make my hand bigger. Okay, because I want to draw either bleed or... I didn't draw any of those, so let's play this so that we make it as if we just made him pass. Now he's blocking magic, which we don't care about. He's doing a bunch to us. I could block. This is a free block, so let's play this. We straight up get a free block out of this. And we have the damage boost, so let's go with the damage. Whoop. Can I get the bleed? I never draw the bleed. Theoretically speaking, he should not be able to do that much damage to us, so at this point we should be winning. Yeah, he's at 1, and now I can do the quick attack, and he's toast. So he won't even have time to react. You have been squeaked, vanquished. What is this? We got his tail away. Let's hear the music.
Who would have thought the way you fought, you'd be so very brave? Now we need somebody else to fill this empty grave.
Do it. Okay, because Batters actually won, he got the victory trait, which is +1 loot choice slot. So now he will have 5 loot slots. I guess. Let's go and see what that looks like. Actually, what time is it? 24 minutes. I got the trophy room. Let's have the trophy room in the middle. Let's have irrelevant stuff in the middle. Click to open. We got the trophy. We got the trophy. The Rat King's Tail. A bit macabre, but whatever. Yeah, we read this. And expand guild. Money-wise, we are pretty decent. I can create the Bruiser, the Mime, the Apprentice. Let's go a bit magic. Let's go a bit magic. Let's get the Apprentice in here. So let's build the library. Place it over here. I guess I can have the assassins in this line if there are assassins, and then mages in this line. I don't even know. Everything fight related should be here.
A practical student who's always prudent, yet very pretentious and conscientious. Another nuisance for our amusement. I give to you an apprentice.
Ooh. Okay, that would be Xieroeh. As far as I know, he's also a male, so we're gonna reroll 5 times, and if it looks like a man, we're keeping it. Doesn't look like it. I guess I just have to change the body. And it's ready. It's also don't change the name, please. Xieroeh, and let's go. He's an apprentice. Library contains all books, finds pictures. Who cares? So let's go off to our next dungeon. And now we get access to choose.
What's this? There's more. A whole world to explore. Why, there's gold to be found and treasure in store. But what's the point? You're all hit and miss. It's so plain to see. You're not cut out for this.
I like how in the very end of the song, he just disses you. If I ever hear another story about clearing out rats, it won't be too soon. My minions, employees, they return with some interesting rumors from the Rat Kingdom. There was a mention of a magic orb, an orb of nausiness. It's exactly the kind of thing I could use to keep an eye on the Ivory League. I'll need all the help I can get going back to them, Peg. The rumors point to more dungeons out in the grasslands. I'll search there first. Ha, what am I saying? I'm not stepping foot in this place. That's what I have chumps for. And if they don't want to do it, there's plenty more who are eager to join a guild. I've also decided that from now on, we'll be known as the Guild of Dungeoneering. Either that or the Guild of the Ivory League of Explorers is Stupid. Can't decide which one's better on the other hand. And here we got now some choices. We can either go to Goblin Menace, Goblins, take out the Goblin Guards, and then Goblin Gear and Orcs. Or we can go to Victimless Crime, Brilliant Break and get inside the treasure room, Lovely Loot, Terrible Truth. And or we can go for the Fire Lord. Fire Lord, who's the Fire Lord? Fire Lord, scoop the Embargo's defenses, Scorching Spoils and Basketball. You know what, let's go for the Fire Lord, I guess, YOLO. With Xieroeh, the apprentice. What are you doing in my evil interest, sir? Oh, well, I'll show the work of you. And my quest is defeat 3 monsters. So they don't have to be these 3, just 3 monsters. And here's also Fountain. Fountains are either negative or positive. If it's like goldenish or yellow, it's positive. If it's red, it's negative. So this is positive. This one is monsters gain predictable in next fight. So yeah, that's it. You go here, you fight this monster, and then you get the fountain. So this will not affect this fight. It's gonna affect the next fight. Let's go with a corner to go for the fountain. And we can play either a spider, which has nature 2 and spooky 3. We could play goblin, which has irritable 3 and arm 2, or we can go with fire imp, which has flame 3 and stupidity 1. I guess we will go with this reclusive, plus or minus 1 tile surrounded by 5 tiles. It also has a passive. What's our deck, by the way? I have Fire 1, which is a Fire Blast, 2 damage, and I also start with Fire 1. That's my passive? Yeah, start with Fire is the passive he has. So that means that if I find items that give fire, I will already have a leg up in comparison to other classes. He starts with 2 sparks, which pierce block, 1 zap, okay, 1 zap, and then 2 spell block, plus attack, fire shields, and also intuition, draw 2 cards, which means you have more max hand and heal. And also the Fire Blast for 2 damage. Because I have spell block, I will go with this guy, with whatever this is, with a goblin, I guess. And I'm not gonna play, I don't think I want to play the others. Yeah, I don't. Let's go. Jovi, if it isn't a Fire Imp. Let's see what it does. Mage damage, exactly what I wanted. We will go with this, as I always play second. So let's draw all my deck so that I have control of what I play. Oh, you're So we go with shield block. Oh, he's gonna do like this. Yep, a double damage. Okay, we will go with block one and get the other. So right now we're still out DPSing him. Unblockable. Now's the chance for the 2 damage hit. At this point he should be toast. Spark. Well, we will go with a quick attack, which is a zap. Faster than you, you're toast. Let's see what we can go. Growth, which is damage and heal. Decent always. Swift. Damage and draw a card. Meh. Wooden stool. A bash and a repel, which is decent, but is not that good. Let's go with growth. Damage and heal. Dungeoneer has leveled up, so now we have 1 more max life. He's just walking around. I can go with the level 3 fight and literally just die, but I think I'm not gonna go for that. Let's go with this, which will let us run over there, and let's also fight another fire imp. There's no reason to go for a spider. I mean, I could go for the spider just to see what it does, but as the enemies are really easy here, I should not go for the spider. Let's start with a simple heal and draw, so that I have control of the fight. Go with a good 2 damage hit. Can I get another good damage hit? I guess not. Let's go with hit and block. And at this point, it's a guarantee that we win, so we just play whatever. Here, rekindle. Might as well make it even more sure that we're winning. By the way, attack and healing, healing overall, although is more dangerous because you might die if you don't block. If you don't die, so if the enemy attacks you for 1 and you have 3 life and have a heal, you can literally bypass block immunity that some moves have, because you heal after you get hit. I think I will go with... Yeah, it's the same thing, so let's go with this in case we find the staff. I'm just gonna randomly assume that I can find the staff. Well, we're gonna go here either way, so might as well throw a coin in it to get it. Bear Owl, 3 level. I'm not gonna go for that. Let's go fight this imp. My quest is just to defeat 1 more monster. So we already won. We just fought like 3 imps. Yeah, I will do the same thing. Let's set up a heal. And yeah, at this point we should be doing whoop. Let's see, can I cycle? Let's go with Swift here. I wanted to see if I could cycle. You know what? Let me make this a bit faster. I wanted to see if I could cycle my whole hand. Yeah, I think this is good enough as a speed. It's really easy to understand what's happening. Like, the cards are really simple. Because we're winning here, I want to see if you can actually all the time recycle your cards. I guess theoretically you can, right? At this point I only have like 1 card, maybe 2. Maybe once every 2 turns you can play the same card. Blade. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what I choose here, so let's just go on with our lives, because this is gonna bring us out.
A rather
22 points.
Display of courage and brutality.
Look at this. Xieroeh got 5 starter, so now he starts with fire 2. Insane.
A Dungeoneer's mortality.
I'm sorry, I was speaking over the song. But the Xieroeh got 5 starter too. I think we can blast like through that dungeon with Xieroeh. Let's try to blast through that dungeon with Xieroeh and then end it there. Oh, 52 coins. Instead of getting another class, I can get like 2 classes each time we play. I could also get like better items, but let's go with this, I think. The first 2 loot choices are going to be more than 3. They're going to be 4. Let's continue this dungeon with Xieroeh, as he has the passive, and now he also has the Trickster Favor. So, as I said, first 2 fights are gonna give him more items. Defeat Emborgo's Rubbery Duck, apparently. Apparently? What do you mean apparently? Oh, what is this guy? Defeat the Rubbery Duck, which is over here. It's a 10 health thing that has Irritable 5 and Aquatic 3. I guess Irritable is that they lose life, right? The Mega Chest. Tenacious. Cannot die unless on 1 hit at the start of the turn. Recluse -1, surrounding by 5 more tiles. Okay, I'm gonna spam tiles around this and then we're gonna go and blast it. For now we play this just because of the favor. We also play this. Oh, decent. And this is trash as far as I know, but I can open... Well, you know what? Let's fight. I want to fight. I think we can definitely defeat those, so... Let's go there. Okay, Firestarter, Talented, and Trickster's Favor. Yeah, Trickster's Favor for now. So Flame Lash is the fire 2 skill we got, so it's a quick 2 damage skill. Decent. We'll go with the same pattern as we always go. just to make sure that we, you know, win for sure. I should not have used the fast one, but I don't think it will matter, to be completely honest. Because now I can just use 3 cards and defeat this thing. Here we can have this fast one. In case we would die from this. Okay. Oh, we got to draw a bunch of cards again. I think I like the draw a bunch of cards again. Yeah, let's just go with this. Is there something that gives us fire? That's the only thing I care about. No fire, let's go with this. Drawing a bunch of cards, really good. Because as I said, although it gives you a trash card, as long as you keep it forever in your hand, you don't care. Let's go with this room here. He will chase down the ghost, though. It's level 2 ghost. Okay, we can handle that. Let's also go over with this. I'm trying to surround this building here. No, not the building, that thing. Actually, let's place it here with 5 tiles, it says. And, should I throw one of those in? No. I want to play that here. If anything, I would like to go and fight that ghost before I lose my passive. Okay, now the ghost has 5 life. I think I should be able to defeat it. Let's throw some coins in here. Favor, these symbols here are pretty much the same thing. Win a battle on this tile to gain favor. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So let's just throw this here and this there. I'm not gonna do that because of the fact that I want to fight something that's level 2 while I have the draw a new item thing. This is the rubber duck that we were chasing down, right? Let's try to build a road over for this thing. If we get like a corner or a cross, I'm not gonna fight those, they're most likely gonna kill us. Rushes, physical attacks, dealing 3 more damage, get 1 bonus damage, yeah, it's gonna kill us. Let's send the turn to go over there and get those, get that fight going. Let's hope we don't lose here. He has 4 life and he can only die if he's at 1. He's blocking 2 physical and doing 2 magical. Cookie 4, he draw like his best card. Yeah, he draw literally his best card. Well, we do magical and shield, I guess. Yeah, magical and shield, then this, and the next turn's up and we won. Yep, we bypass that. He has a magical block right now, death 2. I do not have... Oh, I have magical block, so I can literally cancel this out. Or I can cancel his move out. Yeah, let's cancel his block out. Okay, 1 damage and heal. Oh, this is a good chance to go for the fire blast. So he's gonna heal and then I'm gonna bring him back to 1. And now that he can die because I'm bypassing the Tintinashes, yeah, it's too late for you, that's why we go for the Zap. We are faster than the enemy. Imagine not having an attack speed there, I would get some hits in. I would get hit a bunch of times until I had time to attack him. So here you see we got only weapons, which is good, but we didn't get any weapon of the style I want. I think I like the stiletto because Swift is decent. Or the hook, I guess, for the offhand. Swift, magic. This is drawing a bunch of cards. I don't need to draw a bunch of cards. This is healing and also blocking healing. You know what, let's go with this. Let's go with this. Just because of the fact that I like drawing cards. And we got another treasure out of that. Yeah, this for example has fire. Look at what fire 3 looks like. It ignites enemies. +1 damage. I like that. Well, this is the same thing. Well, we're going for this then. Yeah, we're definitely going for this, as this thing gives us my... makes us lose my hat. Let's go for this. He wants to go down there. Let's give him a fight, I would say. What do you do? Claustrophobe. -2 end, if at a dead end. -2 life at a dead end, if at a dead end. Well, that's not happening, and this thing seems a bit dangerous. Let's throw this in and see if we can die. Let's throw that in and see if we will die. This is not changing his opinions because there is no monster, but if I place this there, it's still not changing his opinions. Why though? Well, it doesn't matter. Oh, I should have used that. I should have used that. I should start setting up my rooms. Come on. Come on. Head blow. Opponent discards a card. Well, I cannot block that. How much life do you have? Oh, he has almost more than us. We will go with... We'll go with hit him and draw a card. I want to draw my fire. I discard Slice, that's bad. But it's okay. Slice us. We found our Ignite. Very nice. Now we should be able to out DPS him as he's gonna take a hit every single round. Okay, he does a bunch of damage. Well, then we go with just damage. Okay, he has 3 life. He has 2 life. So now I could kill... Okay, we're dead. Are we dead? We died. Wow. Can I draw my quick... Wow, we're dead. Well, it's the slow one. We're toast, man. Now, does fire happen at the end of our round? This kills us, so I'm forced to use this. And if somehow ignite happens, no, we're dead. Well, we died. But I didn't know how powerful that was, so might as well return to the guild.
Another hero dies for
and now that he learned, we got the graveyard.
Rest the head. Dead, dead, dead.
I'm sorry, I'm forgetting that he's about to sing. Let's play the graveyard down here for the reason that it's actually played here. We unlock the Gravedigger.
Not just here to hide the bodies. They can accomplish something much bigger. Just give them a shovel, they'll dig up the loot. Sit back and behold the Gravedigger.
Okay, we'll read all 5 times. And I guess this is abrazite. I don't like the hair, but YOLO, it is what it is. Randomness means random. And looks like we need an apprentice. Time to put up some posters. Let's send someone else out while we wait. So now, first of all, this is like a hidden thing to unlock, so it's not bad that you lose. And now we will not be able to play with apprentice until we actually just play with anybody else. So let's continue with this one again. Maybe this time we can beat it. Beat it, beat it. Okay, this time let's go to the ghost once again, but this time let's not lose, you know, that would be a good tactic. So let's play this here. Let's play the first goblinoid. Let's throw a coin in there. That's some killer coin. Oh yeah. I didn't check the deck, but we're gonna see what we draw. Grave Looter. Borrows an item from a dead dungeoneer and keeps it for the rest of the runs. +1 loot choice for the first 2 battles. That's from the Trickster. +1 starting hand size in battle. Big change. +1 starting hand size in battle if you have favor. Because he started with the hat of the dead guy. +1 attack, and if successful, +1 attack next turn. Obviously. Up, and next turn we get 1 more damage. I guess we go for the double block here, as he's doing a double attack. I still keep the damage ready. We will chain this again. So he should be dead at this point. And we win, and let's go through the deck after I see what I get. We get the Swift. I like the Swift. +1 health, decent. Block and heal. I think... let's go with the block and heal. Actually, let's go with the Swift, because this guy seems to have to do more damage. Come in, I'm taking a bath. Okay. So his deck is See You in Hell, 2 times attack and get attack next turn. And afterwards, attack and pierce, block, block, and Swift. Okay, so he's really a blocky guy and a See You in Hell guy. Okay, I'm not sure if I like this, but YOLO. Let's go over here. Let's play another imp so we can farm a bit, and let's play some coins. I know that the last time I said I wanted to go with the ghost right away, but this time let's play it safer. I mean, I don't think I can even beat the ghost right now. We go, yeah, you go with damage, we go with damage. We will out DPS you for sure. Let's go here. This character definitely needs to draw half his deck, and also Swift is really good here because I will be drawing more cards. Holy, block and heal, Swift 2. I like this. Blocks for magic, which now enemies do have. Yeah, I like that. Let's go with Shift 2 pretty much. It's gonna run off to the right. I will start pathing. I can't path. Damn it. Well, we're fighting the ghost now. Can I somehow not fight the ghost? Nope. I'm forced to fight the ghost, and those are really trashy stuff, so might as well throw that there and be done with it. But let's fight the spider after we fight this. Why not? If I survive, that is. Without believing, we might get toasted. He attacks and blocks. I guess it's a block turn then. Super attacks and blocks magical. Well, this would be an even more attack turn, but let's go with the Swift is going to... I will keep the Swift for last. Oof. Counter the block, I guess. Ooh, we're super dead, man. I need to hit him twice. I'm still alive. He's healing. I can do this. Yeah, I do this. Whoop, you heal nothing. Oh, we were lucky, man. Swift, I'm telling you, Swift is keeping us in this game. I could have done the Swift and block. Yeah, Swift is good. Let's see what I can get. Crush and growth instead of Swift. Fire and crash instead of stupid. Fire and crush. Fire blast, decent. Yellow cone. Growth. Nah, I don't like any of those. I prefer the ones I have. And this gives me stupidity, which obviously is not a good idea. Let's go for skip. And now the treasure gives us tier 2 things. Fate charged. Again? Does that stack? Stupidity plus 2? And 2 health though. Holy and arcane. Or ski pole. Fate cursed. Can't spend favor. I don't care about that. Plus 1 health though. And blade. Instead of swift. I don't want to lose my swift right now. Let's go for this. Holy and arcane. He wants to run back. Yeah, well, tough luck. Let's play this here. Yeah, let's play this here. Let's play this here. I want to go to the duck in a bit. And this is a positive one. Hero starting hand size increased by 2 in the next fight. Can I send them off the spider? Yeah, I want to send them off the spider. So let's go to the spider. The reason being is that I maybe want to find another swift thing. And also because I want to be sure that I can go off to the ducky after the fountain. If I discard a card, what? I don't care. Actually, I do care. I don't want to discard anything. On damage. Okay, that's a good chance to power up. Rail. Incoming physical attacks deal 1 more damage. Okay, then let's continue chaining attacks. You heal. You get hit for 3. And a swift attack and you toast. No swift attacks here, but this does not. This does pierce damage, so you toast. Pierces block. Fork. It's a blade. Stupidity and health instead of stupidity and draw cards. Stupidity and health. Man, everything's trash. Why? Skip. Candlestick. Grab the 3 cards. Okay. Can I build a path? Yeah, I can build a path. So throw the candlestick in there. And throw another. Can I fight this guy? Yeah, this ghost's gonna have less life. Let's go fight that ghost. And then we will get the passive of the fountain. Let's go here. Yep, he drains, but then he gets hit. I will have enough damage. Please don't heal. Yeah, he doesn't heal, but he is doing this thing. Well, we go with piercing, obviously. Actually, no. Block and heal. I don't want to do pierce right now. A lot better. Let's go for this. Actually, this. Block everything. Very nice. Okay, at this point, I'm pretty sure we cannot lose anymore. Block completely. Nice. Now we can go through this. I will go with draw a card. No, I will go with this. So next turn, I have the quick attack. Let's hope he doesn't block for a physical. He did not, so you're toast. Very nice. And now we get from this Arcane and Fire, Stupidity, etc. Crush 2. We lose Swift, but we gain Nah, I still don't believe in it. Let's continue. Fountain of Knowledge got activated. So now we will have your starting hand size increased by 2 in the next fight. Okay, we will go for the ducky. Let's place this here. I'm not gonna waste my thing. This being there will not help at all, but let's go for the ducky. Yeah, he will not go back if there is no fight. If I place this here, he still doesn't care. Yeah, because this is the boss too. Let's go find for the ducky. Did the ducky have the passive? No. Oh, 1000 health. I might not survive this. Actually, I should have gone for tier 3 stuff. Yeah, that was a mistake. What is this? Block 2, magical, recycle 1. I don't know what that does. At least I have 1000 cards. He's blocking for magical, so we will go with stack damage. He switched my cards around? Was that it? Who cares really? Splash and do the same thing. I will go for this to block completely what he's doing. Okay, it's going well, it's going well. 3 damage and lose the life. I would say double block, but I don't have it. So I will say... let's go with this to set up to start drawing some cards. Okay. I want to have only my good cards in my hand. 2 damage and he lose line life. I think I'm gonna block this completely. because it's making him lose life. Aquatic, 2 spell damage and 2 block. I'm thinking if I can win him and beat him in 2 turns. I don't have a double attack move right now. Do I overall have an attack? By the way, he also has trash cards, so whenever I can block, I should block. I should buy time for when he... Yeah, you see? I should buy time for when he does stuff like that. Which I should also block, by the way. Because he's losing life. Yeah, he's doing again a bunch of damage. Okay, now I don't have something that is actually useful. So here's the chance to actually go for this. Or card draw. Let's go for this, and next turn with a Swift attack we win on the spot. If he doesn't block. Actually, I have a Swift for magic too, right? Yeah, he's toast. So we go here. He's toast before he does anything. Very nice, we bait him. And it doesn't matter what we pick because this is over. But in case, just to showcase, I guess, is this, and this. And Ashes, that shield is good. Whoop, 25 coins.
Do you have any decency, I wonder?
Social.
Like the Ivory League of Explorers. Instead you pillage and plunder and rip everything asunder. You're just a reckless bunch of marauders.
Oh, I think he already sung that. And Tommy is here. I guess we're gonna customize and change the name here. Well, it's not abrazite because abrazite died. But Xieroeh. But I can use Xieroeh name on the next run. But for now, this here is customize. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it's okay. This is Pierre. Oh no. Buddy. Nope. Oh. Here, it's Pierre. And yeah, I think we're gonna end this here. I mean, we're on 50 minutes in. I wanted to do it like a 40-minute showcase, but okay, it is what it is. Either way, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, maybe drop a like, helping out the channel, you know, classics. And if you want to tell me about it, did you play it back in the day? Do you remember this game? I do, for sure. And yeah, later down the road, there are some more powerful classes. I'm not sure if I will play this more. But if people enjoy it and yeah, if people watch this, then I will play more. So it's pretty much on you. Once again, the game is going to be live, I guess, for purchase after the 18th of November. So I guess right now we have a bit of exclusivity here. So although the game exists outside of the Ultimate Edition, but the Ultimate Edition added some passives, some classes, some new stuff. It's like a mega big patch. So that's it pretty much. Either way, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, everybody, and see you guys around.